What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to Auto Auction Rebuilds. We're back to see if we can save a practically brand new battery that appears to have gone bad for little to no money at all. So everything right here is the subject of today's video, including my Valucraft battery with a 1-year warranty. Just a cheap battery that cost me over $100, and I bought it back in June or July. Now, this battery was in this Chevy Citation, which admittedly has been parked for many, many months, not started, not moved until recently. And that's when we found out the battery was dead. Not only was this little battery dead, but we tried putting a booster pack on it, and it didn't want to accept the battery. We had to override it, and then we ended up putting my old school battery charger, which is this big one over here. This is my big old diehard, which costs a lot more money than the Tornado. We ended up putting that on it, and it rejected the battery. And I thought the only reason it should do that is if something has gone wrong internally on the battery. Now, I'm really hopeful that the battery is not bad. If it is, thankfully, this battery is still under warranty. But we got my Tornado 4000. It's made by Topdon. This is a relatively inexpensive battery charger and battery repair tool. You can see it's got 12 volt normal and cold AGM. You've got 12 volt small, cold and normal. These are going to be for like your motorcycles, lawnmowers, things like that. 6 volt. Yes, 6 volt for those old school classics. 12 volt lithium and 12 volt repair. So this thing has been sitting for a couple days, and this 12 volt repair is what you're going to use when a battery starts going bad. You can see it's almost up to 100%, but it may end up having a dead cell. If that's the case, this thing has done everything in its power to bring it back to life. We already ran through the repair, and we've kept it on charge. This doesn't just charge it, but it also maintains the battery as well. So our next step is going to be to take this little Foxwell battery tester and hook it up and see if the battery is salvaged or if it's going to need to be replaced. Now, I'm going to put a link down below in the description box to my Foxwell battery tester. This is the BT100 Pro and my Topdon Tornado 4000. If you're interested in either one of these or both of them, I highly recommend getting them as a pair. Links will be in the description box. So you hook these up to plus and minus. Shows it's got 12.47 volts. That's a good sign. Battery test out of vehicle, regular cold cranking amps, 550. And this is going to tell us if the battery's been saved. It has not. The battery is shot. It shows it's got 12.46 volts, but it's only showing 307 cold cranking amps, and it's rated at 550. So unfortunately, dagnabbit, this little tool here, and I'm telling you, I've had this thing for probably a year and a half, maybe close to 2 years now. This little device has saved so many batteries, and it has saved me a lot of money. When you're buying a battery like this, there's no excuse, to be honest with you. When you're buying a battery, this is their cheap value battery, right? It's a 75 VL. This battery's over $100. In 7 months, it's dead as a doornail. Let me give you an example real quick of a battery that was salvaged. This battery is still not a good battery, but this battery will jumpstart almost anything. And when I got it, it was completely dead, stone cold. It wouldn't start anything at all. Wouldn't take voltage, and it didn't want to be jump-started. This battery is an Exide Classic. It's part number 27C. It's a 700 cold cranking amp battery. And take a look at the date code on this. Shipped February of 2017. Yeah, this battery is 6 years old. It has been sitting untouched on my shelf here for at least 6 months. And as you can see, it's got 12.63 volts. Now, it's still considered a bad battery. It's 700 cold cranking amps, and it's not going to measure up to that. But watch. There you are, 527 cold cranking amps. To give you an idea, 527 cold cranking amps is more cranking amps than my little Valucraft battery right here that is, I'm going to show you the date on this as well, June of 2022. Okay, that battery, as old as it is and as dead as it was brought back to life by this little Topdon Tornado 4000. Well, that's going to be it for this video. Just a really short kind of review video, especially after having that thing for as long as I've had it. It's not sponsored. I'm not getting paid to promote it. I'm not getting paid to say anything good about it or bad. I'm just here to tell you I've used that thing over and over again for a long time, and it has saved me hundreds and hundreds of dollars, maybe over $1,000 at this point, on batteries. Now, some batteries it cannot physically bring back to life, but it can bring them a long way back. So even if it can't make the battery good as new again, at least it can buy you a little bit of time and save you a little bit of money in the process. With that, I'm going to get out of here. I want to thank you all for watching. Be sure to hit that thumbs up button if you enjoyed the content. Share the video with your friends. Don't forget, links down below to the products I've shown. And until next time, stay safe out there, everybody. I look forward to seeing you all again very soon in the next one.